Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol BMXC. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these looking like, or representing, I should say, 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame. I think that does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I have done this analysis quite a few times in the recent past, so that's where these red and green lines are coming from. And before anything else, the first thing I'm going to do is just some house cleaning from a presentation standpoint. Yes, these lines that I'm deleting still do pertain to the chart, but like I said, from a presentation perspective, I don't want to have a million lines everywhere that can cause clutter and confusion, so I just want to try to keep this as clean as possible. First update comes based off a foundational principle in charting, and that states when levels of support are broken and closed below, they tend to act as resistance. So for those of you that have watched the videos in the past, hopefully you remember me talking about 0.042 as support, but now that the price is below it, you would expect it to act as resistance, and that's essentially what's happened. Hasn't been exact, but you can see a lot of price congestion right around that area, and then the price ultimately did, roll back over late afternoon today. So in any sort of bounce, first and key level of resistance is going to be 0.042. If the price can push through there, then the next level to keep an eye on is going to be that 50 period simple moving average. But one step at a time, bulls first got to give above 0.042. Now, taking a step back and looking at the big picture of things, I should note real quick, it really depends how the chart looks. Meaning, if you're a day trader and you bought right there, or you bought right there and you were hoping to sell within, 7.2 seconds, then yeah, the chart's looking pretty rough for you. But for the people that care about the big picture perspective, yes, this pullback has been pretty deep, but from the big picture, the bulls still have a chance. The bulls are still in control. Again, just to emphasize big picture perspective, and to really emphasize that, I'm going to squeeze up the chart and show that within the grand scheme of things, the trend is still up quite a bit. And the easiest way to see the long-term trend is via the pink line here, which is the 200 period simple moving average. Even if you have just a surface deep understanding of charts, I'm sure you know and have heard of the 200 period, and you know that when the price is above it, you want to see the price stay above it. And it got tested today for sure on a couple different occasions, but the bulls did a good job of holding strong. So far so good. The bulls are above that. Now, if the price breaks below that pink line and then starts to separate to the downside, at that point, that's just a sign that the bears are, gaining more momentum. I'm not saying that they've taken over control of the chart. I'm just saying that they are gaining strength and gaining momentum. But as it stands right now, the price is doing a good job of holding above that pink line. So I don't want to get it too far ahead of myself and start talking about levels of support below it, because as it stands right now, like I said, the pink line is doing a great job of holding that support, and you definitely want to see that continue to happen going forward. So all in all, the big trend is still up. The price has pulled back a little bit, but as long as the bulls can put in a higher low here from the grand scheme of things, that's the name of the game. One of the most popular questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together this free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then by all means click right there to get access to the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and like I say, it is free. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.